show you how you can stream your PS5?
Yo.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So NC State's offense takes the field. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially.
Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell he gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Trying to get to it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Back, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a
I'm fucking up everything. I'm fucking up the party.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early.
Fucking up the party.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. He's got his man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop-to-back return at the 22. Florida's offense will go to work for the first time. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And David, I like these guys too because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. It's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49.
Is it anybody?
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put 1 mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of seeking missile.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Fires on the move. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting. Your field looks, and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you can tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his arms.
Fights it. Tackle. Getting down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The hand to the running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Slither through and get some.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gators! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Looking to the big tight end. And the ball is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing it.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. And get the big passing touchdown.
I ain't ducking no smoke. I ain't ducking no smoke.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Barrels ahead. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in. When you have that type of field position, strike quickly, and they did. One play and they put it on the board. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be dragged down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Now on second and short after that pickup. They'll go to the counter. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Wolfpack will have first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's got him this time. They are 5 to the 25.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, NC State! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And I tell you what, That passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen.
Passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got it on the outside, it's Johnson. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They're going to keep this drive going and make a play on 3rd and long.
Yo.
Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Right down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that pass there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he got it.
Oh my God.
Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing and easy conversion for this offense. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. He's looking to throw it. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Trying to make magic with his... Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
Illegal forward pass.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got his man downfield. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. To the air, it's Bailey. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. The expressway is wide open. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab along the sideline, but it'll be a little short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give to the single back. Can't get him to the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the... Going to go right back to him on first down. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple. The handoff to Johnson. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's
North Carolina State will kick it off to...
Follow my steps and I'ma break through. It ain't nothing to it. Just watch me.
Okay, so here comes the op. Gonna have to find a way to get the running going second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I think this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right this way.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half.
Get your coat.
Looking to throw, it's flagged way. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like 2nd and 10 from the 15. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Oh, the freshman lucky that one didn't get picked off.
Yeah, and a really good job on the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes
the grab on the right. And the tackle was made, but not before that completion gets him 30 yards.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? Earlier in the game, a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he reels it in inside the 30.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. And the Gators have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run it from the gun. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
The Gators are threatening on 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. Looking for an open area to his left. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Gator! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Bust through behind his pad. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Forward on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. The give to the tailback. Discards him with the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
He'll keep it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker in the ground.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single. Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. One final play before the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Pulls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Gators headed quickly to the line. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Scrambling away. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 4th down, looking to pass. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Let's see if this offense comes out swinging from the first play of the drive down late. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback getting it out quick.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Gators sending the offense back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. On third down, going up top. Buys a little extra time. And they can't make the play on third down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up fourth down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
He's going up top here late in the game. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. The offense lining up for a first down play. Power football with the run. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. From the gun, the running back looking for room. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And I tell you what, man, you got to do a better job of taking care of the football. You got to know, I got to. Running backs. This is job security. You better handle that thing well, Paul.
And because of that, David, you might see another running back jog out in the field the next time this offense takes it. We're seeing a lot more of that around college football now. There's a lot of committees out there, committee approach. One way to get yourself on the bench very quickly, put the rock on the ground. It's a coachable lesson for that young man.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. He wants a big play here late. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Coming after it. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking the deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.